The universe starts responding to your words with an immediacy that might seem almost magical if we didn't understand the profound spiritual science behind it. This is why the words that follow I am are so critically important. They become infused with this divine creative essence. The great spiritual master, Saint Germain, taught that the I am is your direct connection to what he called the mighty I am presence. Let me share some real-world examples of this I am consciousness in action. There was a client who had been struggling with chronic anxiety I had. Every morning, she would stand before her mirror and simply state, I am, nothing else. Just those two words, feeling their power. Within weeks, she noticed something remarkable. Her anxiety began dissolving. Welcome to the reality revolution. By listening to this episode, you will activate a magical phrase that has proven to manifest anything you desire. This sequence of words is so powerful. Once you discover how to use it, and you listen to this episode where we activate this phrase, you can use it in conjunction to anything, and you will get that thing. Simply by listening to this episode, you will learn the power of this phrase, and I will activate each word so that when you use it, you enter into a state in which you can manifest anything you want. Your true God power is fully accessed. Right now, in this very moment, I'm about to share with you what I consider to be the most powerful phrase in the universe for manifesting your desires. This isn't just another affirmation or positive statement. This is an ancient secret hidden in plain sight, a divine code that literally reprograms your reality. Imagine having access to a phrase so potent that it carries the very frequency of creation itself. A combination of words so powerful, so perfectly crafted that they activate the quantum field around you, instantly aligning you with your desires. This is not just daydreaming. This is real power, backed by both ancient wisdom and modern science. What you're about to learn has transformed thousands of lives, including my own. This phrase has manifested everything from dream homes to soulmate relationships to complete payment of someone's massive debt, from abundant wealth to profound spiritual awakening. And here is what's truly extraordinary. It's only 8 words long. 8 words that contain within them the very DNA of creation. 8 words that have been specifically chosen and positioned to activate specific frequencies in your energy field. I've watched in amazement as people who understand and properly use this phrase experience sudden breakthroughs in areas they felt stuck for years. They begin to notice synchronicities and coincidences appearing almost daily in their lives. They describe feeling a profound sense of alignment with their highest potential. And most remarkably, they report manifestations occurring with shocking speed and precision. What makes this phrase different is that it combines 3 essential elements that most people miss when they try to manifest their desires: divine authority, emotional amplification, and quantum collapse. When these 3 forces come together, something extraordinary happens. Reality itself begins to bend around your intentions. The universe starts responding to your words with an immediacy that might seem almost magical if we didn't understand the profound spiritual science behind it. In the next few moments, I'm going to break down each word of this phrase, revealing its hidden power, its sacred meaning, and most importantly, how can you use it to transform your own reality? Every word has been divinely selected. Every syllable carries a specific frequency, and when you understand the deeper meaning behind each element, you'll never speak another affirmation without using it again. Are you ready to discover the phrase that could change everything? Let me share something deeply personal with you. Something that allowed me the true power of this phrase. It was during one of the darkest periods of my life, a time when everything seemed to fall apart. My business was struggling, relationships were strained, and I felt completely disconnected from my spiritual path. You know those moments when you feel like you're pushing against an invisible wall? That was my everyday. One evening after I had been studying ancient texts and teachings of great masters, I stumbled upon a teaching from Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor believed happiness, health, and wealth were attainable through this magical phrase. I have been teaching you this magical phrase for a very long time on my channel, but in relation to something else. It sort of became just the beginning of the affirmations that I would use. When I really decided to meditate about this and break it down and looking back on it, it's these 8 words that absolutely meant everything to me. So as I was reading Bob Proctor, it seemed so simple that I almost dismissed it. Oftentimes the most powerful teachings spiritually are simple, and we skip over them or miss them because of their simplicity. But something inside me, call it divine guidance or intuition, urged me to look deeper. I began using it not just as words, but as a vibration, a frequency, a declaration of truth, and I began using it at the beginning of my affirmations. The first major shift happened just 3 days later. Out of nowhere, a client hadn't heard from in years reached out with a project that not only solved my immediate financial concerns, but opened doors I didn't even know existed. Within weeks, I noticed something extraordinary happening. It wasn't just external circumstances changing, I was changing at my core. My entire energy field felt different, more aligned, more powerful. But here is what really convinced me of its power. I started teaching this phrase to a group that I was working with. This was my attempt at Napoleon Hill's mastermind, and I had 8 friends, and we would get together once a month. And so I introduced this phrase and started teaching it. And one participant had been trying to manifest her dream home for over 5 years. Nothing had worked. Vision boards, traditional affirmations, sleeping to the wish fulfilled, even working with multiple spiritual teachers. She tried everything. And after learning the proper way to use this phrase, she called me in tears just 2 weeks later. Not only had she found a perfect home, but the circumstances of how it came to her were nothing short of miraculous. The thing is, this was not just a coincidence. As I began documenting these experiences, a clear pattern emerged. Those who understood and properly used this phrase weren't just getting random results. They were experiencing consistent, almost predictable transformations in their lives. It was as if they had found a key that unlocked a direct line to the universe's manifestation power. But what truly amazed me wasn't just that it worked, it was how it worked. Each time I delved deeper into understanding this phrase, I discovered new layers of power. new frequencies of transformation. It became clear that this wasn't just another spiritual tool. This was a direct connection to the creative force of the universe itself with 8 words. So I'm going to give you the phrase now, but I want you to stick with me after, because I'm going to activate this phrase so you can understand where I'm coming from and why this phrase is so magical and powerful. You've heard me use it. I am so happy and grateful now that. That's it. That's the phrase. And when you use this at the beginning of your affirmations, you're activating in such a perfect way. To begin with, we need to look at the words I am that begin this phrase. Let me share with you the profound power and sacredness of these words, which I have taught several times. But let's go back to this a little bit. I am. These 2 simple words hold within them the greatest creative force in the universe. When you speak the words I am, you are invoking the very name of God, the original creative force that spoke all existence into being. In ancient sacred texts, when Moses asked God, "Who shall I say sent me?" the response was profound. I am that I am. This wasn't just a name. It was a revelation of the ultimate creative power of the universe. Every time you speak the words, I am, you are literally echoing this divine declaration, calling forth the same creative power that birthed universes. Think about this for a moment. When you say, I am, you're not just making a statement. You're standing at the very threshold of creation. You're accessing the point where thought becomes reality, where consciousness transforms into form. This is why the words that follow I am are so critically important. They become infused with this divine creative essence. The great spiritual master, Saint Germain, taught that the I am is your direct connection to what he called the mighty I am presence, the highest aspect of yourself, your divine nature. When you speak these words, you're not just making an affirmation, you're making a decree with the full power of your divine authority. You can listen to my reading of the I Am discourses. I want you to consider for a moment what happens in your energy field when you speak these words. The I represents your individualized consciousness, your point of awareness. The M is a declaration of being, of existence itself. Together they form a bridge between your human awareness and divine consciousness. This is why mystics throughout the ages have guarded these words so carefully. What most people don't realize is the power of I am isn't just a spiritual theory. Modern quantum physics is beginning to understand what ancient masters knew. Consciousness creates reality. When you speak I am, you are literally programming the quantum field around you. You're establishing a vibrational frequency that the universe must match. Every time you say I am, you're standing at the control panel of creation. You're not asking, you're not hoping, you're not wishing. You are declaring with the full authority of your divine nature. This is why we must be so careful with what we attach to these powerful words. The universe doesn't judge whether what follows I am is positive or negative. It simply responds with exact precision to whatever you declare. As I said, the great master Saint Germain revealed to humanity one of the most profound teachings about the I Am presence, a teaching that would transform our understanding of our own divine nature. He taught that above each of us exists what he called the mighty I Am presence, a perfect divine pattern, an individualized presence of God that is our true spiritual identity. Imagine, if you will, a magnificent figure of light hovering above you, connected to your heart by a stream of golden light, as Saint Germain called the silver cord or the crystal cord. This presence is your perfect self, your divine blueprint, containing all the wisdom, power, and love of the universe. And it's not separate from you. It is you at your highest level of being. Saint Germain revealed that every time you speak the words I am, you're actually calling forth the power of this presence into your physical experience. It's as if you're opening a cosmic doorway, allowing pure divine energy to flow directly into your world. This is why he emphasized that these words are not just a statement, they are a command to life itself. What makes this teaching so revolutionary is its practicality. Saint Germain didn't want this to remain an abstract theory. He taught that I am presence is a tangible force that we can consciously direct. When you understand this, you realize that saying I am is literally speaking with the voice of your own divinity. He revealed that the space between your human consciousness and your I am presence is bridged by what he called the threefold flame in your heart. The combined power of divine love, wisdom, and power. Every time you consciously use the words I am, you activate this threefold flame, allowing more of your divine presence to express through you. One of the most powerful teaching was the I am presence is not something we need to develop or create. It already exists in its full perfection. And our task is simply to recognize it, accept it, activate, and allow it to express through us. This is why beginning any declaration with I am declares such tremendous power. We're not trying to make something happen. We're acknowledging what already is in our divine pattern. When we fully comprehend this truth, we begin to use the words I am with far greater reverence and precision. We understand we're not merely speaking words, we're wielding the very power that creates and sustains universes. This is why the phrase we're exploring today begins with these sacred words. It's establishing our declaration in the highest possible authority. Throughout the sacred texts and spiritual traditions of the world, there exists one profound truth: the divine name I am. And in the Bible, this revelation comes in one of the most powerful moments ever recorded, when Moses stands before the burning bush and asks God for his name, and the response reverberates through the ages: I am that I am. This wasn't just any name. It was the ultimate revelation of divine nature. In Hebrew, it's rendered Yahweh, so sacred that many wouldn't even speak it aloud, but it's literally a translation, holds the key: I am becoming what I am becoming. A declaration of eternal, ever-present being. This existence itself speaking the force of pure creation, declaring its nature. In the New Testament, Jesus makes several profound I am statements. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the light of the world. Before Abraham was, I am. Notice he didn't say, I was or I will be. He spoke in the eternal present of I am. These weren't just metaphors. They were declarations of divine consciousness expressing through human form. But this understanding of I am as divine presence isn't unique to Christianity. In the ancient Hindu tradition, one of the most sacred mantras is Aham Brahmasami, I am Brahman, or I am the Absolute. The great sage Ramana Maharshi taught that the deepest spiritual practice is simply to hold the awareness of I am without attaching anything to it. In the Islamic tradition, one of Allah's names is Al-Qayyum, the self-existing one, the ever-present reality. The Sufi mystics spoke of An al-Haq, I am the truth, recognizing this same principle of divine presence expressing through human consciousness. What all these traditions point to is a profound truth. When you speak the words I am, you're not just making a statement about yourself. You're invoking the very name and nature of the divine. You're standing in the same place as Moses before the burning bush, as Jesus before his disciples, as every mystic who has recognized their oneness with divine presence. This is why these two simple words carry such creative power. When you say I am, you're not speaking as a limited human personality. You're speaking with the voice of universal consciousness itself. You're tapping into the same power that spoke the universe into being, that maintains all of creation in every moment. Understand this transforms how we use these words. It's why beginning our phrase with I am isn't just linguistic choice. It's a conscious alignment with the highest creative power in the universe. When we understand this, we naturally speak these words with greater reverence, greater awareness, and greater power. And when you speak them, you are now activated into this divine presence. Let's explore the profound power of the word am. a word that anchors us directly into the present moment, into our embedded consciousness. When you say am, you're making a declaration of current existence, of being fully present in the now. This isn't about past or future, it's about the immediate moment of conscious creation. Think about what happens in your body and your energy field when you say I am. Feel how it centers you instantly into your present awareness. This is pure being, pure consciousness in action. You become intensely aware of your existence. Right now, in this moment, you can feel yourself becoming more present, more conscious, more alive with each breath. Your divine connection strengthens naturally as you recognize your presence in this moment. Notice how you're becoming more aware of your body, your energy, your divine essence with each word I speak. The more present you become, the more you naturally align with your highest self. Let me share some real-world examples of this I am consciousness in action. There was a client who had been struggling with chronic anxiety I had. Every morning, she would stand before her mirror and simply state, I am, nothing else. Just those two words, feeling their power. Within weeks, she noticed something remarkable. Her anxiety began dissolving because she was no longer living in future worries or past regrets. She was anchored in the power of now. Another powerful example, a business executive was facing a crucial presentation. Instead of getting caught in mental rehearsal, he simply centered himself in I am consciousness before walking into the room. You can imagine his surprise when several people later commented on his extraordinary presence and authority. He wasn't just speaking words, he was speaking from a place of embodied divine consciousness. Scientists studying consciousness have discovered that when people enter this state of pure presence, their brainwave patterns actually shift. They become more coherent, more organized. You're literally changing your physical reality by embracing this state of amness. And as you listen to these words right now, you might notice yourself becoming more aware of your own presence. You might feel a deepening connection to your divine nature. You might sense your consciousness expanding, becoming more powerful. This is the am consciousness awakening within you. When you declare I am, you're not just speaking words, you're anchoring universal consciousness into physical form. You're bringing heaven to earth through your own embodied awareness. This is why maintaining this consciousness as you speak the rest of our powerful phrase is so crucial. It keeps you connected to the creative power of the present moment. I am so happy and grateful now that. So is the next word. Let me share with you the extraordinary power hidden within this small but mighty word, so. It's a word we use casually every day, yet within it lies one of the most potent, energetic amplifiers in the English language. When placed precisely between I am and what follows, it creates a magnification that transforms the entire vibration of your declaration. Think of so as a cosmic lens, focusing and intensifying everything that comes after. It's like turning up the volume of the universe's response to your words. But it's more than just amplification. The word so carries a particular frequency that resonates with absolute certainty, with completeness. In ancient Sanskrit, there is a similar sound, sa, which means that which is, or truth itself. So when you pronounce so, you're actually creating a similar vibration in your energy field, a vibration of absolute truth, of undeniable reality. This is why its placement after I am is so crucial. The power of so lies in its ability to act as a bridge between divine declaration and manifestation. It doesn't just amplify it, it confirms, it establishes, it makes absolute. When you say I am so, you're not just stating something, you are establishing as an immutable truth in the quantum field. Let me demonstrate this power. Notice the difference between these two statements. I am happy versus I am so happy. Feel the energetic difference. The first is a simple statement, but the second, it resonates with a completeness, a fullness that the first statement lacks. The so acts like a seal of divine authority on your declaration. In the vibrational field around your body, the word so creates what scientists might call a resonant frequency amplification. It's as if you're not just speaking words, but activating a tuning fork that makes every cell in your body vibrate in harmony with your declaration. This is why you can actually feel the difference when you include this powerful amplifier in your statement. Imagine you have a powerful stereo system and you're gradually turning up the volume dial. That's what so does to your declarations. It turns up the energetic volume to maximum power. But it's even more than that. It's like adding a professional amplifier to an already powerful system. In nature, we see this principle of amplification everywhere. Think of how a tsunami begins, a small displacement of water in the deep ocean, and builds, magnifying its power as it travels, until it becomes an unstoppable force. Or consider how a small crystal seed dropped into a supersaturated solution causes immediate crystallization throughout the entire container. This is how so works in your declarations. It's a catalyst that triggers a chain reaction of manifestation. Let me demonstrate this power of amplification. I want you to close your eyes for a moment and feel the energy as I speak these phrases. First, feel, I am happy. Notice the energy. Notice how it feels in your body. Now feel this. I am so happy. Feel how the so creates an immediate expansion, an amplification that you can actually feel in your chest, in your energy field. It's as if the so takes the power of the I am and magnifies it exponentially. Let's try another example. First, I am blessed. Now feel, I am so blessed. Do you notice how the so creates a fuller, richer, more complete feeling? It's like the difference between a gentle stream and a powerful river. Both are water, but one carries significantly more power. In quantum physics, there's a phenomenon called constructive interference, where two waves meet and amplify each other, creating a wave of greater magnitude. This is exactly what so does in our phrase. It creates a constructive interference between the divine power of I am and whatever follows. Think of it like a sacred geometry amplification chamber. When you speak I am so, you're creating a vortex of energy that magnifies everything that follows. The so acts like a cosmic lens, focusing and intensifying the creative power of your words. Let's do one more powerful demonstration. Stand up if you can, or sit comfortably. Place your hand on your heart center. First, speak aloud, I am powerful. Feel it. Now with the same hand on your heart, declare, I am so powerful. Feel the difference in your body, in your energy field. That expansion you feel, that amplification, that's the so at work. That's why masters throughout the ages have utilized similar amplifiers in their declarations and decrees. They understood that certain words and certain sounds have the power to magnify the creative force of consciousness itself. And so is one of the most powerful amplifiers available to us in the English language. But then look at the word happy. I am so happy and grateful now that. Just take a moment to explore the extraordinary vibration of happiness and what it actually does in your energy field. What scientists have discovered about the frequency of happiness is nothing short of remarkable. When you genuinely experience happiness, your entire electromagnetic field shifts into a coherent pattern that can actually be measured. The vibration of happiness operates at one of the highest frequencies in human consciousness. When you're truly happy, your body produces a symphony of beneficial chemicals, serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin. But it's much more than just biochemistry. Your entire energy field begins to spin at what researchers have found to be around 538 hertz. This is the frequency of joy, of deep inner peace, of profound well-being. Imagine your energy field as a magnificent sphere of light surrounding your body. When you declare, I am so happy, you're not just speaking words, you're literally commanding your energy field to vibrate at this elevated frequency. The fascinating thing is that your energy field doesn't know the difference between happiness from an external event and happiness that you consciously generate through declaration. This is why the placement of happy in our phrase is so crucial. After the divine power of I am and the amplification of so, we immediately establish one of the highest vibrational states possible. Think about this. You're not working your way up to happiness. You're beginning there. You're setting your baseline frequency at one of the most powerful creative vibrations in the universe. When you're in this state of genuine happiness, something extraordinary happens in your energy field. It begins to emit what scientists call coherent heart frequencies, organized patterns of electromagnetic energy that can actually be detected several feet away from your body. These frequencies are so powerful that they can influence the energy fields of others around you. Let me demonstrate this. Close your eyes for a moment and think of something that brings you pure, genuine joy, happiness. Feel that feeling expanding in your chest. Notice how your entire body begins to tingle with this elevated frequency. Now, while holding this feeling, declare, I am so happy. Feel how the words merge with the sensation, amplifying it, making it more real, more present, more powerful. The most remarkable thing about happiness as a frequency is its magnetic quality. Just as a magnet attracts iron filings, the frequency of happiness attracts more experiences that match its vibration. This is why beginning our phrase with I am so happy is so powerful. It puts you into immediate, energetic alignment with what you want to create. The true power of happiness lies in its ability to transform us at every level of our being, physical, emotional, and spiritual. When you declare I am so happy, you're activating a complete transformation across all these dimensions simultaneously. Let's start with the physical body. When you experience genuine happiness, every cell in your body responds. Your immune system strengthens. Your heart rhythm becomes more coherent. And your brain releases a cascade of beneficial neurochemicals. But here's what's fascinating. Research has shown that your DNA itself becomes more receptive to positive change when you're in a state of genuine happiness. You're literally reprogramming your physical reality at the molecular level. On the emotional level, happiness creates what I call an upward spiral. Unlike temporary pleasure, true happiness has a self-sustaining quality. When you are genuinely happy, you're naturally making choices that create more happiness. You become more resilient, more creative, more open to possibilities. Your emotional capacity expands, allowing you to hold more joy, more love, more abundance. But it's on the spiritual level where happiness reveals its true transformative power. In the highest spiritual traditions, joy is considered the natural state of the soul. When you declare, I am so happy, you're not just creating a temporary state. You're aligning with your soul's natural frequency. You're returning to the divine blueprint of who you are. Joy is one of the strongest magnetic fields of any human emotion. When you're in a state of genuine joy, you become like a powerful magnet, attracting experiences, opportunities, and relationships that match your elevated frequency. Check out my episode, The Secret to the Law of Attraction is Joy. Think about someone who is genuinely joyful. Notice how others naturally gravitate toward them. That's because joy has an irresistible attractive force. It's not just attracting more happiness, it's attracting all forms of positive manifestation. Success, abundance, love, they all exist at frequencies that resonate with your joy. The universe does not respond to your words as much as it responds to your vibrational state. When you combine the power of I am with the amplification of so and the high frequency of happy, you're creating a manifestation vortex. You're not just asking for what you want, you're vibrating at the frequency where it already exists. Imagine joy as a lighthouse, beaming its powerful light across the ocean of possibilities. Everything that matches its frequency naturally finds its way to the light. This is why beginning any manifestation with I am so happy is so powerful. You're establishing a vibrational foundation that makes manifestation almost effortless. The key is to understand that this isn't about pretending to be happy or forcing a positive change. It's about tapping into the genuine joy that already exists at your core, allowing it to expand and become your natural state of being. When you declare, I am so happy, you're not creating happiness. You're acknowledging and amplifying your true nature. Now, after I am so happy, we come to one of the most important words in this phrase. I am so happy and grateful. Gratitude has its own unique electrical signature in the human energy field, a pattern so distinct, so powerful that it can actually be measured and mapped. When you enter a state of genuine gratitude, your heart's electromagnetic field shifts into what researchers call a coherent pattern, creating waves that are remarkably similar to what we see in quantum physics when particles align in perfect harmony. This electrical signature of gratitude is different from any other emotional state. It creates what scientists at HeartMath Institute call cardiac coherence, a state where your heart's electrical pattern becomes perfectly ordered, like a beautiful symphony where every instrument is playing in perfect harmony. This isn't just poetic metaphor, it's measurable science. When you declare, I am so happy and grateful, you're not just speaking words, you're literally programming your body's electrical field into its most powerful, most coherent state. The fascinating thing about gratitude's electrical signature is that it has a broader radius of influence than almost any other emotional state. Your gratitude field can be detected several feet away from your body, affecting not just your own energy system, but influencing everything and everyone around you. Think of gratitude as a master frequency that harmonizes all other frequencies in your field. When you're truly grateful, your nervous system shifts from stress response to the coherent function. Your brainwaves synchronize, your immune system strengthens, and your body's entire electromagnetic field becomes more organized and powerful. Let me demonstrate this. Place your hand over your heart center right now. Think of something that you're genuinely grateful for. Not something you should be grateful for, but something that spontaneously fills you with appreciation. Feel that warmth in your chest. That's not just emotion. That's your heart's electromagnetic field, reorganizing itself into its most powerful pattern. Now, while you hold that feeling, declare with me, I am so happy and grateful. Feel how gratitude amplifies, how it spreads through your entire body, like a wave of golden light. This is the electrical signature of gratitude activating every cell in your body, every aspect of your energy field. This is why gratitude is called the master key. It instantly shifts your entire electromagnetic field into its most receptive, most powerful state for manifestation. It's like tuning a radio to receive the clearest possible signal from the universe. One of the most profound secrets about gratitude is that it has the extraordinary ability to collapse time in the quantum field of manifestation. When you declare, I am so happy and grateful, you're doing something remarkable. You're acknowledging completion of your desire in the eternal now. Think about this. Genuine gratitude can only exist for something that has already happened. You can't be truly grateful for something that you're hoping will happen. This is the quantum key that most people miss. When you express genuine gratitude for something, you're automatically placing it in your experience as already complete, already manifested, remembered, already done. Let me share this deep truth with you. In the quantum field, where all possibilities exist simultaneously, gratitude acts like a cosmic selector switch. When you feel genuine gratitude for something, you are literally shifting your consciousness into the reality where that thing has already manifested. You're not waiting for it to happen. You're acknowledging its completion now. This is why masters throughout the ages have taught to give thanks in advance. They understood this profound principle. Gratitude doesn't follow manifestation. Gratitude precedes it. When you're genuinely grateful for something before you see it in physical form, you're actually accelerating its manifestation by collapsing the time between desire and fulfillment. Here's a practical demonstration. Think of something you deeply desire. Now, instead of hoping for it or wanting it, feel genuine gratitude for it as if it's already happened. Feel the difference in your body, in your energy field. Notice how gratitude instantly shifts you from a state of wanting to a state of having. This is the collapse of time in action. In quantum physics, they talk about the observer effect, how consciousness affects reality at the quantum level. Gratitude is like a specialized form of observation that tells the quantum field, this is already done. You're not trying to make something happen. You're acknowledging what is already complete in a parallel reality and drawing it into your present experience. When you combine this with I am so happy, you create what I call a manifestation loop. Happiness opens the channel and gratitude completes the circuit. You're simultaneously broadcasting the high frequency of joy and acknowledging the completion of your desire through gratitude. This is manifestation at its most powerful. What scientists have discovered about gratitude's effects on manifestation is absolutely fascinating. Research has shown when people enter a state of genuine gratitude, their brain activity shifts into what's called coherent gamma wave patterns. The same patterns observed in master meditators and highly evolved spiritual practitioners. But here's what's extraordinary. These patterns create what researchers call a quantum coherence field that actually affects the probability of future events. In one groundbreaking study at the HeartMath Institute, researchers found that people in a state of genuine gratitude could actually affect random number generators, shifting probability itself through their conscious awareness. This is not mystical thinking, it's measurable science showing us how gratitude literally bridges the gap between desire and manifestation. Think of gratitude as a quantum bridge. On one side, you have your desire, your intention. On the other side, you have its fulfillment in physical reality. Gratitude is the bridge that connects these 2 points, literally creating a pathway for manifestation to occur. When you're in a state of genuine gratitude, you're not just feeling an emotion, you're creating a coherent field that organizes random probability into defined outcomes. Let me demonstrate this bridge effect. Think of something you deeply desire. Now, instead of focusing on the wanting, feel profound gratitude as if it's already happened. Feel how this instantly shifts your energy from seeking to receiving. This is the bridge in action. You've created a direct pathway between desire and fulfillment. Studies in neuroplasticity have shown that gratitude literally rewires your brain's neural pathways. When you practice consistent gratitude, you're not just changing your thoughts, you're creating new neural networks that make manifestation more natural, more automatic. Your brain literally becomes better at recognizing and attracting opportunities aligned with your desires. But here's the most powerful part. Gratitude creates what scientists call a feedback loop in your manifestation process. When you combine I am so happy with and grateful, you're not just stating an affirmation. You're creating a self-sustaining cycle of manifestation. The happiness creates your vibrational frequency. The gratitude acknowledges completion, and this combination sends a powerful signal to the quantum field that accelerates manifestation. This is why masters throughout history have emphasized the importance of gratitude before manifestation. They understood that gratitude isn't just a response to receiving, it's actually the catalyst that initiates the receiving process. When you declare, I am so happy and grateful, you're not just expressing appreciation, you're activating a scientifically verified process of quantum manifestation. I am so happy and grateful now that. The next word may be the most important word. While we're coming to an understanding that each of these words is critically important, and that is the word now. The now is just a moment in time. It is the only moment that has ever existed or will ever exist. It's the eternal point of all creation, all manifestation, all power. When we say, I am so happy and grateful now, we acknowledge the eternal point of all creation. Think about this. Everything that has ever been created, every miracle, every manifestation, every transformation, it all happened in the now. Not in the past, not in the future, but in this eternal moment of power. When you declare, I am so happy and grateful now, you're anchoring your creation in the only moment where manifestation is possible. The greatest spiritual masters throughout history have taught this secret. The now is where all your power lies. When Jesus performed miracles, he didn't say, "It will be done." He declared it complete in the present moment. When Buddha achieved enlightenment, it was through complete presence in the now. This isn't coincidence, it's a fundamental law of creation. Most people make the mistake of pushing their desire into some future moment. I will be, I hope to have, want to become. But the universe can only respond to what is happening now. When you declare now at the end of your phrase, you're doing something revolutionary. You're claiming your desire in the only moment where it can actually manifest. The now has a unique property in consciousness. It's the point where all potential collapses into actual experience. Quantum physics calls this collapsing the wave function. In simpler terms, it means that everything exists as pure potential until it's observed in the now moment. By declaring now, you're actually collapsing infinite potential into your chosen reality. Think of the now as a cosmic focal point. Just as a magnifying glass can focus sunlight into an intense beam, the now focuses all your creative power into this present moment. It prevents your energy from being scattered across past regrets or future anxieties. All your power, all your creative force becomes concentrated in this single point of now, not in the future, not in the past. When you combine "I am so happy and grateful" with "now," you're not just making a statement, you're placing your consciousness at the exact point where creation occurs. You're stepping into the eternal moment where all possibilities exist simultaneously and where you have the power to choose which possibility becomes your reality. One of the most powerful aspects of now is its ability to completely dissolve resistance and doubt, because doubt cannot exist in the present moment. Think about it. Doubt is always about the future, about what might or might not happen. But when you anchor yourself in the now, you step out of that stream of uncertainty into the pure power of present moment awareness. Let me show you how this works. When you say, "I want to be successful," you're automatically creating a gap between where you are and where you want to be. This gap is where doubt lives, where resistance builds. But when you declare, "I am so happy and grateful now," something magical happens. You eliminate that gap entirely. There's no room for doubt because you're not projecting it into the future. You're claiming your desire in the eternal present. This is why now is such a crucial part of our phrase. It's not just a word. It's a doorway out of the mind's tendency to create resistance. The mind loves to say yes, but, or what if, but these doubts can only exist in relationship to future moments. In the now, there is only what is. Let me demonstrate this power. Close your eyes for a moment and feel any doubt you might have about something you desire. Feel where that doubt lives in your body. Now bring your attention fully into this present moment. Feel your breath. Feel your body. Feel your existence right now. Notice how the doubt begins to dissolve. It has to, because doubt cannot exist in pure presence. When you declare "now" at the end of our phrase, you're doing something revolutionary. You're claiming your desire in a space where resistance cannot exist. It's like stepping into a force field where doubt simply cannot follow you. This is why masters throughout the ages have emphasized the power of the present moment. They understand that now is not just a time reference. It's a state of consciousness where manifestation occurs without resistance. The now acts like a cosmic eraser, instantly dissolving the mental constructs that create doubt and resistance. When you're fully in the now, you're in direct contact with the creative force of the universe. There's no room for maybe or what if. There's only the pure power of presence. The physics of present moment consciousness reveals something extraordinary about how reality actually works. In quantum physics, there's a phenomenon called quantum superposition, where all possibilities exist simultaneously until the moment of observation. When you anchor yourself in the now, you become the observer who collapses these infinite possibilities into actual experience. Let me share something fascinating. Scientists have discovered that at the quantum level, time doesn't flow in a linear way like we experience it. There's only the eternal now, and our consciousness creates the illusion of past and future. When you declare, "I am so happy and grateful now," You're actually aligning with this fundamental quantum truth. You're placing your consciousness at the exact point where quantum possibilities collapse into physical reality. Think of your consciousness as a quantum lens. In each now moment, this lens focuses the infinite field into your specific experience. The remarkable thing is that this focusing happens automatically, continuously in every moment. But when you become consciously aware of the now, when you deliberately place your attention there, you gain access to what quantum physicists call quantum coherence, a state where your consciousness can directly influence the collapse of probability waves. Here's what's happening in your energy field. When you anchor in the now, your brainwaves shift into what scientists call gamma coherence, the same pattern observed in advanced meditators. In this state, your consciousness is no longer scattered across time. It's fully focused in the present moment where all your power exists. Feel your complete attention in this moment. Not thinking about the past, not projecting into the future, just pure presence now. Feel how your energy field becomes more coherent, more powerful. This is quantum consciousness in action. This is where manifestation occurs. The physics of now consciousness shows us that manifestation is not a process that happens over time. It's a collapse of possibilities that occurs in the eternal present moment. When you combine this understanding with our phrase, "I am so happy and grateful now," you're not just making a statement. You're aligning your consciousness with the fundamental creative force of the universe. Think of time like a river, with the past flowing from one direction and the future from another. Most people feel caught between these streams, pulled by past experiences and future anxieties. But when you declare, "I am so happy and grateful now," something extraordinary happens. You create a quantum convergence point where past and future collapse into pure presence. Here's a profound truth. The past only exists as a memory, and the future only exists as imagination. The only thing that's real, the only thing that has any power, is this eternal now moment. When you fully grasp this, when you embody this understanding, you gain access to collapsed time manifestation. Let me demonstrate this. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel any regrets or limitations from your past, any anxieties about your future. Now bring your attention fully into this moment. Feel your breath, your heartbeat, your presence. Feel how both past and future dissolve into the power of now. This is where you stand in your full creative power. In this now state, something remarkable happens to your consciousness. Instead of being stretched thin across time, all your power becomes concentrated in this single point of awareness. It's like focusing sunlight through a magnifying glass. All your creative energy becomes intensely focused in this moment. The masters understood this secret. When Jesus said, "Before Abraham was, I am," he was declaring this truth that all power exists in the eternal now. When Buddha spoke of enlightenment, he was pointing to this same timeless presence. This isn't ancient mysticism. It's practical manifestation power that you can access right now. When you collapse time into now, you step out of linear sequence into non-local consciousness. Here, manifestation doesn't have to follow a linear path from desire to fulfillment. It can happen instantaneously because you're operating outside the illusion of time. Now, the final word for our phrase is that. I am so happy and grateful now that. Let me explain why adding the word that into our powerful phrase creates an even more potent bridge to manifestation. This small but mighty word serves as a quantum connector. It creates an immediate link between your state of being and the specific manifestation you desire. That acts as a doorway, a direct portal between your elevated consciousness and your desired outcome. When you say, "I am so happy and grateful now that," you're creating a completion bridge. You've established the high vibrational state where the first part of the phrase exists, and that opens the gateway for your specific desire to flow through. Think of that as the mathematical equals sign in a spiritual equation. It connects your divine state of being with the manifestation you're calling forth. It's saying to the universe, here's why I'm in this elevated state, because this specific thing is already done. What makes that so powerful is its implicit assumption of completion. When you say, I am so happy and grateful now that, you're not hoping or wishing, you're establishing a direct causal relationship between your current state of joy and gratitude and the manifestation you're declaring. This word transforms your declaration from a general state of being into a specific creative force. It's the bridge between the infinite field of possibilities and your precise desired outcome. Now we come to the most powerful part of this journey, bringing these sacred elements together into one unified field of manifestation power. Let's integrate everything we've learned about this divine sequence of words. Remember, each word carries its own frequency. I am your divine creative authority. So, the cosmic amplifier. Happy, your highest vibrational state. And the divine connector. Grateful, the manifestation bridge. Now, the point of all power. That, the quantum connector to your specific desire. Let's begin our energy building exercise. I want you to sit up straight, feet flat on the floor. If you're sitting or standing with your feet shoulder width apart, place one hand over your heart center. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel your energy field expanding. With each breath, you're building a field of pure creative potential around you. Now, we're going to speak this phrase together, but I want you to build it word by word, feeling the power of each element. First, connect with your divine authority. I am. Add the amplifier. I am so. Bring in the high frequency. I am so happy. Connect it. I am so happy, and add the gratitude. I am so happy and grateful. Anchor it in power. I am so happy and grateful now. Complete the bridge. I am so happy and grateful now that. Now I want you to repeat after me, building the energy with each repetition, each word resonating in your cells, your DNA, your energy field. I am activating this phrase. I am so happy and grateful now that. Again, with more power. I am so happy and grateful now that. One more time with full divine authority. I am so happy and grateful now that. Feel how the energy has built in your field. Feel the power that you've activated. This is your creative force, your manifestation power, your divine authority in action. Remember, this isn't just words. It's a sequence of frequencies and sounds that transform your entire energy field into a powerful manifestation generator. Every time you speak, you're activating all those frequencies simultaneously, creating a unified field of manifestation power. Now, I learned the power of this when I created the large sums of money affirmation, which I have dozens of episodes on. And I was not aware that the key element to this affirmation was I am so happy and grateful now, because I have an episode where I do large sums of money without the I am so happy and grateful. I remember it was not as effective, did not work as well. But when I added that to the phrase, it changed everything. And every time I use it, so I would say, I am so happy and grateful now that large sums of money come to me easily and quickly in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis, in the best interests of all, that I get to keep, give, spend, invest, and circulate joyfully. As I repeated that phrase, the large sums of money reality was activated in my life and in many people's lives. And the key element was the I am so happy and grateful now. We also used it in another one of my meditations, which a lot of people have found great success with, and that is the debt elimination affirmation. I am so happy and grateful now for the complete payment of all financial obligations in God's own wonderful way. So when you play around with this, you can use this in a number of ways. For abundance, you can say, I am so happy and grateful now that money flows to me easily and abundantly from multiple sources. My bank accounts are growing daily, and I'm experiencing financial freedom beyond my wildest dreams. For health and vitality, you say, I am so happy and grateful now that my body is vibrating with perfect health and vitality. Every cell in my body is functioning in divine harmony, and I feel stronger and more energetic with each passing day. For relationships, I am so happy and grateful now that I am experiencing deep, loving, and fulfilling relationships in every area of my life. For career success, I am so happy and grateful now that I am doing work that I love, that makes a difference in the world, and that brings me abundant financial rewards. For spiritual growth, I am so happy and grateful now that I am experiencing deeper levels of spiritual awareness and connection. For creative expression, I am so happy and grateful now that my creativity flows freely and powerfully. Remember, when you speak these phrases, feel them as if they're already true. Don't just say the words. The purpose of this activation is to awaken the meaning of the words within you so that when you say these words, it has power. I do believe people will have power in saying this phrase, but after listening to this episode, I'm activating this phrase so that when you say it again, you'll remember this episode and the power will flow through your words. Here's some more affirmations using our divine phrase as the opener. Feel the energy building with each one. I am so happy and grateful now that divine abundance flows into my life from every direction. I am so happy and grateful now that my body is a temple of perfect health. Every cell, every organ, every system is functioning in divine harmony, radiating vitality and well-being. I am so happy and grateful now that my soulmate has entered my life, bringing with them deep love, joy, understanding, and spiritual connection that enriches every aspect of my being. I am so happy and grateful now that my mind is clear, sharp, and focused. My memory is strong, my creativity flows freely, and wisdom guides my every decision. I am so happy and grateful now that my divine purpose unfolds before me with perfect timing, each step of my journey revealing new opportunities for growth, service, and abundance. I am so happy and grateful now that peace fills my heart and radiates through my entire being. I am centered, calm, and confident in all situations. I am so happy and grateful now that my business is thriving beyond my wildest dreams. I am so happy and grateful now that my creative expression touches and transforms lives. I am so happy and grateful now that my home is filled with love, harmony, and abundance. Every room radiates peace, joy, and welcoming energy. I am so happy and grateful now that my spiritual connection deepens daily. Divine wisdom flows through me, guiding my path and illuminating my journey. I am so happy and grateful now that every aspect of my life is aligned with divine perfection. Health, wealth, love, and purpose flow together in beautiful harmony. I can spend an entire episode going over the amazing transformations I've witnessed when people began using this divine phrase. There are so many examples. Please share in the comments when you start using this phrase, the success stories that you have. Please. It's important that people truly understand we're working with magic. I believe in magic, and oftentimes it's just hiding right there in front of our faces. And I've activated these words to become magic in your life. I remember my friend who had almost given up on finding true love. And after incorporating this phrase into his daily practice, he met his now wife at a volunteer event, something he felt divinely guided to attend. I remember another who was stuck in a corporate job, wasn't making enough money, who started saying, I am so happy and grateful now. And opportunities for growth and advancement appeared before them almost immediately after using this phrase. Within 2 months of using it regularly, they were offered a position that aligned perfectly with their passion, and their income tripled. This is your invitation to step into this transformative power. Starting tomorrow morning, I call upon everyone listening. Start your morning with this practice. Before you even get out of bed, place your hand on your heart and declare your gratitude with this phrase. Feel it, embody it, know it as truth. Make a commitment to use this phrase consistently over the next 40 days. Why 40 days? Because this is the time it takes to fully embed a new pattern in your consciousness. Create your own specific declaration using this divine formula. Write it down, speak it with power, feel it as already complete. Share this wisdom with others who are ready to transform their lives. As you give this gift, you'll find your own manifestation power increasing. Remember, you're not just speaking words. You're activating the creative power of the universe itself. Every time you declare, I am so happy and grateful now that, you're standing in your divine authority as a creator of your reality. Take this power, use it, live it, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. The key has been given to you. Now it's time to unlock the door to your unlimited potential. You can find all episodes of The Reality Revolution at therealityrevolution.com. I am so happy and grateful now that you are now fully activated and using this phrase, and whatever you say afterwards will be so. Welcome to The Reality Revolution.